Teresa with Fresh and Renewed with Teresa. I am here today because it is the first of the month, and I try to come on and kind of help Jamie out and share the love and the spread about the products have released today, because our monthly design team hop is not until the 10th. So I just have a few of the products here. I'll show you this in just a second. I am going to use the paper pad called Baking Memories. We'll go through that in just a second when I choose my papers. And I'm going to use the Baking Memories ephemera. We'll choose that. This is the stamp for the stamp of the month. But we don't have a stamp of the month anymore, or a stamp and die of the month anymore, because of the die manufacturer closing down. But you can add this on to the Paper Pad Club. And the Paper Pad Club is gorgeous this month. I will link a video down below that Jamie allowed me to do an early sneak peek. I'll link that down below in case you missed it and you can see those cards. But I did have the stamp set, but I didn't use the stamp set in those cards. So this is the stamp set that you can add on to your Paper Pad Club. If you're already a member of the Paper Pad Club, you can just email Jamie through her website and let her know that you want to add on the stamp. And there's also an ephemera that you can add on. So I may use that. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. Actually, yes, I am. That's going to be my outside sentiment. And then this one, I am going to use this You Bake Me Happy to be my inside sentiment. And I have my card bases. So back to this. For this year, I have 6 little drawers in front of me. I've talked about those before. And in all the 6 little drawers, I have different companies, different brands, different sketches. I may have used them before, I may not have. And this one is Build Your Stash of Holiday Cards. I'll link this Facebook group down below. They always have a new challenge that comes out on the 1st. But I'm working my way through this drawer to use up these sketches. Not use them up, but just make sure I use every sketch. And then when I use it, I write a note on it. This one happens to have a different sketch on the back, so that's yay. But I write up when I use it so that I'll know that when I get back to the top, because I pick up here's my, sorry for the reach. Here's my little drawers. And these are like makeup drawers that you get at TJ Maxx, Home Goods, I don't know, Ross. So anyhow, here's my stack of Build Your Stash of Holiday Cards sketches. And so I keep them right there in front of me, and I'm just working through them. So this is the sketch we're going to use today for this card. So, or for these 4 cards. I'm making 4 cards. So let's see what we're going to use. Because I want to stamp my sentiment, my outside sentiment. I want to stamp it right on the paper. So I think I'm going to use this for one sentiment or one card. And we'll see what we're going to use for the other. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that because I don't think you'd be able to see the sentiment on either side, either one of those sides. I don't want to use that. But these are the patterns in this paper pad. Oh, okay. And I'm going to use that. And think we'll use this as well, and we'll make 2 of the bread cards. Because I think the bread cards could be kind of masculine, maybe? Okay. So I am going to pause and get myself some cardstock, complimentary cardstock to go with, and then I'll be right back. Okay, let me, before we go any further, let me pick out, I'll show you some of the ephemera, and let me pick out the ephemera that I want to use. And then I'm going to just play some music and speed it up to make some cards. Because I know you don't always like me just showing you the cards, but I hope you'll give me some feedback and tell me which way would you rather see it. Would you rather just see me show the cards? Okay, I think we're going to use those 3. The sugar, the eggs, and the utensils, and then the little roll. Okay, so that's for 1 card. And then we'll see what we have for this card. I hope there's some cupcakes or any. Oh, that's cute. A little cat timer. And then we have some donuts. We have some tea and donuts. We might use that. Oven full of muffins. I don't want to use that one. This is the first time I've looked at this. Oh, let's use the girls with the cupcakes. That's what we'll do. Okay, here's another little crock full of tools. I'm sorry, I think I'm just moving them out of the way and you can't see them. Oh, and we could use that, add a pop of color to it. They're making up some bread, maybe some sugar. I don't know, does bread have sugar in it? I don't bake bread. I know when I look at the bread on the bread label, it does have sugar in it. Okay, so for the other card, for the other card that has the cakes on it, let's use I don't know. Let's use, well, those are loaf pans. That would go with the bread better than the sugar. Let's do that. And there's a cake in here, 1 slice of cake. That's it. So let's use the cake, the sugar, and the eggs on this one. Okay, and we'll use the ladies and the chef hat maybe. And maybe the little cat timer on this one. Oh, I moved it out of the way. Put it in the wrong pile. So we won't use this one. So we have our little piles. We're going to use the cake, the sugar, and the eggs there. Okay. So I am liking this. I am liking this. Okay, so I'm going to play some music for you. I will speed it up. I will try my best to stay in frame the whole time. And we'll take a good look at the cards when we're done. Okay, I'll put the sketch out here so I can see it, so you can see it. And we're going to start with this bread card over here. Okay, I am so sorry. I got a phone call and my phone shuts off videotaping when I get a phone call. If you know how to prevent that, I videotape with my iPhone. If you know how to prevent that, please let me know in the description box, in the comments down below. I have tried everything. I've tried Do Not Disturb. I have tried putting it on airplane mode. I have tried, what else have I tried? I don't know what else I've tried, but I don't know how to prevent it. Because when I'm videotaping, that's when it happens. Okay, so this was a full card panel that covers your whole card. So I am going to play the music and put together, oh no, let me cut the rest of my, paper. folks. Oh, you saw I had some troubles there, didn't you? Had to refill my ATG gun. Couldn't get that one tape off. I got some ink on some spots. Oh, crazy. Okay, so we are going to embellish this with some little enamel dots. I'm going to use these dark brown ones and these brown ones right here for the 2 brown cards. And we're going to use all 5 of these so I can say I used up a strip of enamel dots. If you don't know, I keep track of how many enamel dots I use up, and I use them up in strips. I count them as strips. Oh, there's one extra. So this one's going to have 5 on it. You know? I mean 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the 2 masculine cards, more masculine. And then we're going to use the pink enamel dots. The brown enamel dots came from Coffee and Cream collection. And then these enamel dots are coming from the Rustic Blooms. And Jamie has lots of enamel dots in the shop, I think. I'm not sure, but I will have these linked down below if these colors are available. If these colors aren't available, just search for different enamel dots. Sparkling enamel dots. And check out all of the, I will have Jamie's live from this morning linked down below, and then you can also check her channel for the sneak peeks for the rest of the collections. And there's some really great stuff this month. The 2 paper pad clubs that match 2 of the pet tapes that came out on March 1st. And so anyhow, there you have it. 2 feminine cards and 2 masculine cards. And let me know in the comments down below, do you feel like these cards could be anniversary cards? It says you fill my cup, and then on the inside, I got to do something about that. Then on the inside, it says you bake me happy. So could they be anniversary cards? Let me know. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.